The Enclave was once the heart of magical development and trade for practitioners of magic all across the Maida Basin. Not all weavers claimed it as their home, but those that did built a legacy of progress, constructs, and innovation. The likes of which have not been seen since the Surge, almost half a century ago, when a cascade of arcane disasters racked the Maida, and without warning, the Enclave sealed itself away behind a magical wall known as the Veil. Rich and powerful leaders were wounded and killed. Decades of war broke out. Every nation suffered an economic collapse. The world is calmer now, but magic has been shunned, taking the blame for decades of unrest. Weavers remain pariahs to this day. Most places tolerate us if we don't stay too long. While some weavers remember what it was like before the Surge, I've never known a time when weavers had a home. I chose this life years ago, but I'd be lying if I said it's lived up to all I hoped it would be. Stop! Still, my luck might be changing. A few weeks ago, I began traveling with a new weaver band. Now, they've brought me here, where it all began. Oh.
Thanks.
Brynn! Over here! What do you think?
When you told me that joining your...
No one's been this close. Weavers have known about this. You have no idea.
I definitely want to hit...
My hope is that I'll stay to
Really?
Of course. The map I bartered for in Tarza suggests there's a what...
That's my first landmark, then?
Yes. And if you make any discovery...
For sure.
I'll act as the watcher on the Just steer clear of the... Any questions before you head out?
No questions from me. I'm ready to head to the watchtower.
Glad to hear it. You can... No visuals on the scribe. Can you hear me?
I can. Some interference, though.
Must be the tangles. Still, strong enough to pull you out like you practiced. Dom?
The Veil. Even more impressive up close.
Should magnify the enchantment.
Tangles. Beautiful.
And deadly. Give them a wide berth. The closer you get to the Veil, the thicker they'll become.
Its shadow is believed to be impenetrable.
Until now.
That wall is completely frozen.
We should expect enchantments to act strangely this close to the Veil.
See those glowing bulbs? Infernal alliums. They combust when broken.
So, if I toss one at the wall, its fire will melt the ice.
Brilliant! Best to use kinetic magic to keep clear of the blast.
Perfect. Knowing the watchtower's relative position establishes the distance to the Strand Road. You can come back to... What is that?
Coral. There were rumors of a living mineral that grew deep beneath the Enclave surface. It seems they were true.
There's more of it in that cave. I could take a closer look.
Too risky to deviate from the plan. First outing was just to reach the watchtower.
This is going well. I say we check it out before finishing the expedition. Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
Darm's right about it being a living mineral. I can feel it humming with magic.
Wait, I'm losing...
Aurea?
Brynn, connections back.
Was that a drake?
Yeah.
Putting you out.
Mira's breath. I knew this was a bad idea.
We can't extract you.
Darm, fix it. And Lane have tonics on standby for her return. Good. Head out of the cave so we can get our bearings.
It's an ash peak drake.
Quick, your frost magic can cool a path. Vitality tonics on your belt. Take a swig if you need it. Good. Darm's still working on the scry, but you need to keep moving. Lane, got anything from the map?
There should be a minor patrol path ahead that loops back to the watchtower. It runs close to the Vale, though.
It's our only option.
I'm on it.
Aurea, that drake's acting like...
Let's just focus on getting her back safe.
I'll go back to unpacking the armory.
moving. Damn it, Casmin was right. That Drake is rotting. Erratic flight. Aggressive. It won't stop.
Skies, what do we do?
We get you back to the caravan fast. Clear line of fire. Good time to use your bow.
If I'm reading the map correctly, following this brook should lead to the path guards used to reach the watchtower prior to the surge.
That Drake is never far behind. Just keep going. Great, Brynn. Final stretch.
That can't be an arc.
No one has seen one in almost 50 years, let alone outside the Veil.
The Archons never left the Enclave. Still, you need to get... You've got to hold it off. We'll work on an escape plan.
this isn't the strangest.
What the? Hang on, Brynn.
Everything okay back there?
Change of plans, everyone! Pack up!
You're...
What? We're coming to you, Brynn. Follow that arm. We need to go. Now. Up ahead! Wait! Ah! Fine, keep moving! Guys, the Ark!
Has anyone else noticed we're practically sitting on a loom gate?
That can Ori.
While my wing recovered...
You sure she's ready for all of that?
Brynn did face down an Ash Peak Drake and lived.
Yes.
I have...
As long as we don't all die here first.
All my life, if I wasn't to do it alongside a
That's the spirit.
Exactly. When we first set out, the Enclave was since the veil went up. Weavers took the... All we owe may be there, but first, Brynn adjourned.
The scry. The whole band gathers around when I'm away from camp. It's nice to have people literally watching my back. So after all the
Legends for you, maybe. Still, it is surreal to see it for myself now.
I was made for this, Aurea. Failure hasn't even crossed my mind.
Watch that ego. Overconfidence can come back to smack. That said,
I know.
anyway, thankfully, it's 60 years.
I'll update it.
Exactly. Just below a sec.
You can see it.
If either is, I'll be with.
I'll head out. So this is a loom gate. It's taller than I expected.
The Enclave constructed these...
There's no sign.
Deactivated, perhaps?
You'd know better than any other.
Oh, the possibility. Metaphorically, of course. The loom gates famously moved people one at a time.
You're cute together. It's great to see a couple that shares such a love of...
Who could have it any other way?
After being together for 7 years, we're bound.
Come, my love.
Your tent. Might not be glamorous.
It's perfect.
Don't know about.
Seriously.
Huh. That.
I've got you clear as a sands of summer, Brynn.
No interference from the Enclave.
None. The connection is much stronger than outside the Veil.
That's reassuring.
More arcs!
And they're clearly happy we're here.
Arcs were supposed to be used for manual labor. Hostility is strange.
Fresh water in walking distance of the campsite.
I'll set up a purifier for it and collect later.
Hydra's Brook, aptly named for the spirit of water that flows.
Creatures could be hunted for food. Any of these plants look edible?
Dan will put anything in his mouth if he's curious enough. Whatever he doesn't vomit, we'll eat.
Just try not to poison him. To the shortcut.
That should be it. According to my map, it's a man-made tunnel that grants easy access to the way station.
Brynn's back. Let's fill her in.
We believe we found a way to activate the loom gate in our camp and in Glint.
Skies! What are we waiting for? I want to be the first one to travel.
It will be a defining moment of your career.
So, how do we repair a loom gate?
What made the Enclave remarkable was not merely their constructs, but their ability to power them. It has long been rumored that beneath our very feet exists an extensive magical network known as the Tapestry. The pipe you found?
And the tangle that formed around it was a leak.
Precisely. Our theory is that patching the rupture will restore power to the gate.
Thankfully, Seven Lane have a plan for that.
We, in notes dated...
Apparently, a
So I need to cleave this carapace off the...
Come see me and we can...
I could hone your sword.
We'll talk.
Great force!
Happy to be...
Everyone's got...
Hey, I know we need to fix up the forge, but before we do, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Sure.
I I owe you an apology.
What for?
I've been a little... I was just...
You mean...
Yeah!
Lux.
At the time, you made... I underestimated...
It's okay, Kat.
No.
Thanks.
I'd love that.
So, I know Sola mentioned improvements to her forge meant being able to hone my sword. What does that entail exactly?
Unfortunately, the missing supplies I mentioned.
Is there a way I can help you restock?
Right now, we reserve the materials you bring back for your armors and weapons, because that's the priority. But, if there's anything you can spare, I can repurpose them into supplies for our campsite.
Sounds simple enough.
Glad to hear it. These are a great start. With the supplies we've got already, we could shape up our campsite. We lost, but we can rebuild.
What do you have in mind?
Like we discussed. Sola could forge better weapons with improvements to... Alternatively, and to keep you in fighting form, there's no end to the...
What about you?
Me? Oh, I don't need anything.
Come on.
I mean, would new shelves be nice? Sure. But don't worry about me. I'm fine. Right now?
I know our band has made the most of what we've got so far. This is a great idea.
Thanks, Brynn. Sola is delighted with the improvement. She can refine your sword as soon as you'd like. Great work, Brynn.
Turns out we make a pretty good team. This campsite...
Yeah. We're definitely going to need to start directing a water flow to the camp. It would help to get a garden going in here too. Fruits, what?
Do you ever take a break? You know...
Sure. Sometimes.
Just try to remember. It's not the end of the world. Someone will step in to help lighten your load.
It doesn't always feel like the others real.
Then tell them. I stepped in to help.
You did.
The others will do the same.
Maybe. Aurea, it's Lane, by the way.
What's that?
They don't like to be called Lane Frey. I heard you saying it to Brynn earlier.
That's the name of Peter.
I knew we'd recover. We always do.
Still a long way to go.
Speaking of, I've something for you. We've been scavenging around. They're stored away and ready for you.
Sounds like it's time to make something that can punch through arc armor.
Sola, this plan to repurpose Carapace to fix the Loom Gate's conduit?
There you go. Not just good as new.
Now that I can cut the carapace free, what's next?
Whenever the band is collaborating on a problem, I'm often the one to create the design. At least
Any particular metal?
no, just enough of the same type. Seven I try. Once you have a perfect pair.
I wonder how this arc managed to get us through the Veil.
By the look,
Well, the Enclave built many arcs and other...
you think we might...
We know... Sev.
Oh, but...
Hey.
Sure.
That, of course.
Sure.
This must be Hydra's lake.
The lakes are still. Why name it after the spirit of flowing water?
You're coming up on the Ark of the Stricken Earth. With a stronger sword, hopefully the carapace will come off easy.
This might take a while.
You'll need to swing harder to cut through armor that thick.
What's happening?
Retrieving the carapace is going to be trickier than we thought.
Is she really ready to fight that thing?
Catch your breath. When you're ready, you can climb the Ark to attack it from different angles. Magic isn't coursing through that patch of skin anymore. Move on. I've got you. your breath. When you're ready, you can climb the arc to attack it from different angles. Those discs, those are holding the armor in place. Those are holding the armor in place. Magic isn't coursing through that patch of skin anymore. Move on. Those discs, those are holding the armor in place. Expose the skin with everything you've got.
I was worried we might lose our chance to get the carapace, but you secured it.
Any concerns about using the Archon strand, Dom?
Concerns? None. Excitement? Considerable. We should be able to weave that strand into your mantle, Brynn.
Perfect.
You think this patch will fix the leaking pipe?
Yes. And
Me?
acting or otherwise.
I'll keep that in. The patch is ready. And
Excellent.
you sure you don't?
We've got this. And you need the break.
All right, if you say so. Aurea, how's it going?
Brynn, you're awake. We're making progress over here. Careful with that.
Hey, no one came back to camp, did they? Is the rest of the band still with you?
We're all here. And the leak is just about fixed.
Hey, wait, I just want to talk. That was incredible.
Hey, couldn't have done it without you.
Actually, we.
Not a Hoth? Maybe. I think they were.
How friendly.
If there are people.
Yes. I was just thinking we should chase...
Since we arrived, we've been speculating about what may have happened after the surge. But I think the truth is worth the risk that they may be hostile.
You're right.
Friendly,
Agreed.
and the good
So
Every.
This, incidentally.
perhaps will...
sounds good.
After that,
Why didn't you?
We needed to. We'll make.
Shouldn't we be trying to find a way out of here?
Focus on one thing.